Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Kol, Haloyim, La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash. Double honor to the head elders, apostles, bishops, great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, about the world. I just wanted to hit the button on this one. Just running through my mind, for what it's worth out here about what we're involved in, spiritual compensation versus carnal compensation. And when we go into the scriptures, we see what Yahweh Shai said about this thing, or this faith that he's involved us in, because when you're in this truth, you end up reflecting on your so-called life and things that got you up until the point where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that, knowing that, Yahweh Shai said, wherever your heart is, there will your treasure be, man. All right, store up treasures in heaven, where moth and rust doth not corrupt, and thieves break through nor steal. And this this faith that we're involved in is, and this truth that we're involved in, this spiritual thing. There's no particular carnal compensation to be received, because let's get this scripture before I get Galatians 6 and 8. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, there's like Apostle Paul said, there's certain offerings and tithes or whatnot that are to be made. So that's not what I'm saying as far as carnal compensation. I'm saying what the scripture, John 6:63, where Yahweh Shai said, it is the spirit that quickeneth. See? Spiritual compensation. Okay? Lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust doth not corrupt, and nor thieves break through nor steal. You see? It is the spirit that quickeneth. Alright? The flesh, right? The carnal profiteth nothing. Okay? So what is to be expected from the flesh? What is expected to be profited from the flesh? Well, what did Yahweh Shai say? The flesh profiteth nothing. It's nothing. It's vanity. You can read the whole book of Ecclesiastes for that understanding. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay. So this is what we're invested in. We're invested. I believe years back, brothers would call it the spiritual stock market. Lack of better terms, but yeah. See, we're storing up treasures that are everlasting. Treasures that cannot be taken, stolen, wasted, okay? Devalued, okay? That's what we're working for, through the spirit and power and grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Galatians 6 and 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap what? Corruption. Then we just read what Yahweh Shai said, for it is the spirit that quickeneth, and the flesh profiteth nothing. So that's what the flesh is going to breed. It's going to breed vanity and vexation of spirit. Corruption. I mean, look at the world that we're in, for crying out loud. It's full of corruption. Like I said in my last video, humility and integrity is not of this world. Rather, pride and arrogancy is, rather, self-glorification and pride is of this world, man. How much money somebody has, their carnal or material possessions, They have, and what is it all worth at the end? How was it? How did the people that run the world get what they have? Okay, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit, and that's what we're doing, brothers. We're sowing to the Spirit, bro. We're not sowing to, you know, vain and useless and worthless things, man. Understand that. Know that. All right. This is a highly spiritual thing. It's a highly intense, real thing. So that's what we're doing when we, you know, do these various different lessons throughout the week and go out and speak the prophecies of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Unlike what these niggas is doing out here, they're just, what are they doing? They're sowing to their flesh. They're reaping corruption. Hey, the scriptures call them sons and daughters of Belial, man. You know, we don't want, I don't want no goddamn parts of you niggas. I'm sure my brothers, y'all brothers out there feel the same way, man. I'd rather sow to the Spirit, you know what I'm saying, that reaps life everlasting than to sow to the flesh that reaps corruption. Because that's what we're in. We're in corruption. We're in corruptible bodies. We're under curses due to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man, as Hebrew Israelites. And that's not going to change until Yahweh Shai returns. That's why we need Yahweh Shai to return, man. Verse 9, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith, man. That begins with the elders, the apostles, great millstone, different brothers out there, elder brothers, so on and so forth, man. Of course, to the best of our ability, however we can help, we help. You know, that's what we are to do. Anyway, hopefully this is edifying. Shalom. Shalom.